Juggy boy. How you doing, Juggy boy? This one. 1 second, Juggy boy. Good to see you, Juggy boy. How was your day, Juggy boy? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Unpin. And dog, I hate to remove this, Juggy boy, but I had to. Juggy boy flew in. Thank you, Jug. Jug flew in and gave me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Juggy boy gave me 6 crowns. Thank you, Jug. I definitely appreciate you for that. I'm going to put a message here. Wait a minute. I messed it up the first time. To, wait a second, all. Oh, that's what. Y'all know I don't know what I'm doing. Wow. Wow. I'm going to say hello to all 400 Circle Media. How you doing? How's everything going? 400 Circle Media flew in and he said, Queen, 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 Queen. He gave me the heart, crown, another heart, blue heart, purple heart, sprinkly heart, and a 15-tone heart. Thank you, 400 Circle Media. Thank you for flying in. Boom, and then landing. Definitely appreciate you for that. The mentor said, like, share, comment, subscribe, tune in to the live, fellas, just like that. Welcome to a comfort place for men, just like that. The mentor said, 400. What's up? What's up? And I'm saying, leans. Yes, I got something special for y'all. Okay, I'm going to tell y'all that. Yep, I'm going to tell y'all this too. Wait a minute. What is it? Okay, it is. And I'm going to give y'all one of these. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. And I'm going to do that. Just like that. Oh my goodness. Why would we have such a clown to come in and do something so simple? Don't even remove him because he'll have more fun doing dumb stuff like that than anything. Thank you so much, 400 Circle Media. 400 Circle Media said, Juggy boy. How you doing, Jug? How you doing, 400 Circle Media? How was y'all day today? What actually went on with y'all today? 400 Circle Media, did you have a busy day today? Did you do any lives today? What happened? We'll do this. I'll remove this one. And I'll remove this one. And I'll remove This one. There we go. Oh, Robert came back in and said food stamps. I'm so glad you always come in and do that. I still got them. You know somebody that'll buy them? Make sure you leave a like button up there. Thank you, everybody out there. Anybody, if you're passing by and you're out there in my parking lot, thank you so much. Definitely appreciate you. Thank you so much. Definitely appreciate you. And thank you again so much. Definitely appreciate you. This is your girl, Queen Dee Dee. Yep. Y'all see who y'all tuning into. Ain't nothing to tune into. I mean, we got a racist white man, a white girl, black girl, whoever it is on their child. They're going to do what they want to do anyway because I welcome them in. The only thing that going to get BBE blocked if he pull a stunt, like she pull a stunt like that again. I mean, don't come over here wearing pantyhose. If you're going to wear something, keep your britches on. Because when you do stupid stuff like that, you're going to block Michael out. And then Michael going to have to set up a whole nother account. 400 Circle Media said, almost queen. Michael said, Michael said he's a dickhead. And then 400 Circle Media, you've been doing lives today, 400 Circle Media? What type of live? What did you do a live for? Never mind, you don't got to tell me. But I hope that live worked out for you. Let me see what else I got going on here. I definitely appreciate the mental flying in. Oh, you did some real talk. Okay. I appreciate the mental flying in. The mental did it with all his telephones. And I'm wondering, oh, those must be cell phones. Okay. I think that's a cell phone and maybe what, a keypad? And then he said again, I just wanted to make sure everybody know that you are definitely welcome to call in. You see the phone number up there. It is a couple sissies in the audience, but they're not going to call because they only know how to type. So I definitely appreciate them for typing. I won't acknowledge them tonight because I'm not in the mood for foolishness. That's why I got on all my white. There goes somebody with a maybe spam. Yeah, this got to be a spam. See what they did? This is a spam. Let's see what they're doing tonight. Oh, they hung up. I mean, why would they want to call us? Tell me why. Why would they want to call? Why? Why call me? Who else we got in here today? Oh, real talk. John said, did I kill a bird today? I did. I killed a couple birds today. That's why a couple skunks flew in. See, one thing about white birds, you better make sure you know how you talking about birds, though, because one thing about a bird, if they special enough, they'll fly around you and won't leave you alone. I got a couple white birds that fly around me. And every time I move my feet, I move my feet and I could be feeling down or somebody bother me. All I got to do is be hurt on the inside. Thank you, Lord. And the Lord will show me a bird. And when I tell you, when he come, that let me know, girl, keep going. You got this. You got this. And I know I got this. Thank you right there. You got to find something, boy. When you find the Lord in your heart and you see people become so ignorant and negative, y'all know how I like to do. I like to do stuff like this. Y'all know I'm synonymous for this right here. I like stuff like this. Because y'all just don't know how powerful this is. When I start selling this on my channel, y'all better make sure y'all get some. Y'all better make sure I get some. And you know what, 400 Circle Media? What I really should have did, 400 Circle Media? Wipe it out. Wipe it out. Thank you, PB Bob. They are. So PB Bob flew in and said, happy Valentine's Day, spicy chitlins. Spicy chitlins good for Valentine. Thick guys. Thank you so much, PB Bob. That's so special of you. I definitely appreciate you for flying in and being a peanut butter and jelly Bob. I thank you so much, peanut butter and jelly Bob. Anyway, oh, Wipe it out. Wipe it out. Wipe it out. Wipe it out. So I have to calm the scene down. 400 circle media. I got to calm the scene down. Juggy boy, we'll get it under control. Give me a minute. Nope. Nope. Now let's get back up through this chat. So 400 circle media, you said that you've been doing lives all day. I hope them was some interesting lives and y'all was talking about some real talk. He said 400 circle media did say, you know what, you got something good going on. And guess what? 400 circle media, I'm gonna keep that good thing going on. It don't have a choice but to keep getting good. I like the fact that I got something good going on. I like the fact that I finally got a job, because somebody told me to get a job, but they keep coming to my channel and it look like they don't have a job. But they don't know they're doing a good job, because they bring in comments and stuff to my channel. So I definitely appreciate you for that. The problem with it is, I said don't bring 2 clowns. I said bring at least 15 if you want me to talk. So I guess that didn't happen. Anyway, so somebody said I'm a nappy headed hoe. I'm a good one, because that's what they want. And you know what? It's so shameful that so many women are jealous. It's a disgrace to be jealous like that. I mean, that's bad. And you know that the sad part about it is, the sad part about it is, when you at peace in your life, things like that don't bother you. And that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. 400 circle media, Jug, don't let it bother him like that. But 400 circle media, it kind of bothers 400 circle media. But listen, don't let stuff like that bother you. When you can walk away from stuff like that, that's when you know you found growth. And if you know that it's something that we're on to right now, why would you let that stop you? This is only going to show you growth. This is going to show you growth, because if you think that you got a bunch of penises wearing panties, or a bunch of panties think they got a penis down there, if you think that they bad, wait till the real trolls come in. See, they're not trolls enough for me to block them. They're not trolling enough. It's boring. It's honestly boring, because they don't bring enough people. That's what my problem is. I honestly look for them to bring more people, and they're disappointing to me, because they come here, and that's how I know you're dealing with a bunch of busters. Because if I want to find out who they are, we can find out. You're just dealing with a bunch of busters. That's what they do. But they suck. That just lets me know they don't got no clout. That's how I know it's a jealous woman that found out where I'm at. I don't know. I might have had their man. Or they wanted mine and couldn't get either one of us. Anyway, PB Bob said again, happy Valentine's Day. Spicy chitlins good for Valentine thick guys. Okay, PB Bob. Peanut butter and jelly bar would put you to sleep all day Valentine's Day. It definitely would, PB Bob. I like peanut butter and jelly Bob. PB Bob also said, white boy job be trolling. You know what? They ain't trolling hard enough. The type of trolls I know about stump the ground like that. You get what I'm saying? They not trolling good enough. They didn't even give me a like. At least trolls should like your channel. I mean, I'm expecting to get 2. I should have 2 dislikes on my videos, because these 2 busters come every night and don't do nothing. They don't do a damn thing. They just boring as hell. I need something more exciting. Somebody call me, please. Somebody tried to call me a few minutes ago, but they were spamming the call. I still would have answered, but I just did something like that, child. So it was like, whatever. But anyway, thank you, PB Bob. And you know what, PB Bob, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a minute. How's everything been going with you, Bob? How was your weekend? Matter of fact, how was your week? It's been a couple of weeks, PB Bob, since I've seen you. And make sure you hit that like button, PB Bob. And I don't know if I asked you before, did you subscribe to the channel? Because you need to get these notifications. And PB Bob, just in case nobody have told you, if you look up there in the chat, you'll see I got it pinned up there where there's a phone number. So if you feel like calling, if there's something you want to talk about, you're more than welcome to give me a call. Other than that, let me see what I want to chat about. It was something that I kind of wanted to talk about, but I really don't want to like spill the beans right now. I really would prefer, I don't know, I would prefer waiting per se to spill the beans, you know. 400 Circle Media said, Queen, I pretend, Queen, my fam, we love good, but I still have that in me. And you know what? And guess what? You still have that in you. And I'm going to tell you just like this. The fact that you still have that in you, it can go in a couple of different ways, 400 Circle Media. And one of those ways is still having that in you. And because you still have that in you, and you run into that, and you can't handle it here, how are you going to handle it out in the real world when you have to start making a different type of contact with people? You got to learn how to handle it. And this is a small way to handle it right here. This is something that you know is a weakness where you get triggered. The Lord might try to show you, you know what, I'm going to trigger you on a different side and see if you're growing up yet, because the Lord is triggering you on the side where you got a couple of women that come on the channel because they're uninvited. Well, they're going to be trolls anyway, but trolls also bring money. So let them troll. You got to learn how to ignore that. You have to learn how to ignore that. Because what I'll do, and they got to get back to work, I'll block them. And then they'll go and reset up with something else, and it'll make me look good. Why? Because it's a different damn face. Maybe I'll get them to put a different face on their ass. Matter of fact, I think I am going to block John. I think the reason why I'm going to block John, because John think I'm joking with him. I told John, don't come back on my channel with that suit on. So maybe what I'll do to keep John, now, you know what? I might do that. I might do that way John don't get any, I shouldn't give him any airtime. You know what? I think I'm gonna block John tonight, because John, what I don't appreciate about what John did, and John know, because he could look at me and tell I'll play the game that he playing, but when he allowed his friends, when John allowed his friends to come in and start using the N-word, that's when the whole game changed with me. And because he got Michael putting the N-word there, maybe I should block both of them. And I should put them on a 2-week timeout and make them have to go and recreate different accounts. Maybe I'll put them to work, and then they'll teach me what their job is. Their job is to keep coming and me block them. Why? Because they want me to acknowledge them. I'm not going to acknowledge them. If his friend do the N-word on my channel again, I'm gonna block both of them, and they're gonna have to keep creating accounts, and I'm gonna see if they appreciate that. And then 400, I'll give you the right to block they suit wearing ass. Let his friend Michael put that in my chat again. Watch what happens. And you know I told you, John, when you cross the line with me, y'all gonna cross the line with a beast that you know not of, so you should stop. I'll play any game you want to play, but if he put that word in my chat again, I'm gonna tell you the word, not just yet. I'm gonna show you how you get control. If he put that in my chat again, I'm gonna block both of them, because that's John's friend. I want you to come back over, but I bet your friend won't put that in my chat again. I want you to come back over. The problem with it is, why are you only coming back over with 2 people? I need more than 2 people. I'm gonna have to do y'all like I did y'all last night. Just ran y'all asses away till you got tired. You know how I do it. And the problem with it is, John, I know you like coming on my channel because you starting to treat it like it's a job too. And the problem, John, I'd like you to come on my channel. But if your friend If your friend put that in my chat again, I'm going to make y'all work. Do you hear me? You see what he just did? So, John, you're not friends with Michael. Do you think I'm being rude to you for no reason? Who is Michael Richards? Why would you bring someone here to use the N word in my chat? That's fine. That's why, John, I don't, and that's what I told you. You be nice sometimes, and then you come out being rude. Even though I really don't care when you start talking about certain things, but if your friend put the N word in my chat, and you know that's when you cross the line. So if he do it again, you gonna be in timeout with him. Okay. Now, don't do it again, or you're gonna get popped just like that. And thank you so much, 400 Circle Media. 400 Circle Media said you got something going on good here. And I know I do. And I'm going to teach my trolls how to act with some common sense. And if they are going to act up, they better act up in line. Don't get out of line when you act up. Don't get out of line. Thank you. I appreciate the heart. And who just gave me that heart? And you know what, John? I could appreciate you saying it like that. And you better keep that type of temperament when you're talking to me. Do you hear me? And the only other thing I'm going to tell you, John, when you come into my room, I highly don't appreciate when you enter these doors and you forget to address me as a queen. And I'm not being funny with you. See, this is where you want me to get ugly, John. Don't bring nobody in my chat again that use the N word. If you do, I don't give a damn how they spell it out. If you do that again, you're going to be in trouble. You hear me? Thank you. Steven said, what's up, queen? Everything is all good, Steven. I got to get some of these legit bugs under control because they come in here trying to take over and regulate. And what they don't know is I'm going to run this shit regardless. I don't care who stay aboard or leave. I'm going to run this ship. Y'all see them teeth? I'm going to run this ship. And they all mine. John says, this why your man divorced you? The constant nagging. I don't have a divorce yet. I'm not divorced yet. Roy Bay say, sister, forget them fools. Let's get this conversation pumping. Just like that. Royal Bay. You know why? I had to entertain them, Royal Bay. I got to entertain them until my men start learning how to come in on time. I need my men to come in on time when I summons them. But you know what? You're right, though, because you know Royal Bay, I didn't summons my man properly because typically, I don't know if you get me through through the what is the thing called, the my shorts. Who is that sending me them hearts? Is that you, Steven? Thank you, Steven. I definitely appreciate you sending me those hearts. I definitely do. Queen 400 Circle say, queen, let me get him. No, he ain't bad. What he's saying ain't nothing. He okay. What? Listen, one thing about John, y'all better know it. See, this is how you take a troll and you control that troll. John not gonna be crazy. John can say, John is supposed to be in the chat entertaining, but nobody should be using those type of words. And y'all notice I can deal with anything, but when you go to using certain words, that's when you're gonna be in problems with me. And that right there was not just disrespectful to me, disrespectful to my men, disrespectful to black people, and also disrespectful to white people too. So you idiot, do you not know how many biracial children are out there? And half of them might be your sisters, but one of my black men. You think I'm mad about that? No, I don't care about that. I got all biracial nieces and nephews, but what you're not going to do is come on this platform and disrespect like that. I'm not going to tolerate that. But I like a troll. Next time you come in, John, I keep telling you, don't come with just you by yourself. Bring somebody, but bring somebody got some common damn sense. Somebody that make me think. Somebody that make me put my earrings on that match. I mean, give me somebody that makes some more sense. Like that video with 400 Circle Media today. He probably think I didn't see that video. Yeah, I seen it. And guess what? Wait till you see what I did to it. John say, so you've never been married, then no man is going to put up with this. I've been married 30-something years, John. Thank you, John. Steven said, I love your outfit too. Oh. And then, wait a minute. Yes. Yes, what I did. Yes, for what I did. Yes, for what I did. So, I took this outfit and what I decided to do. Thank you so much, Stephen. I definitely appreciate you giving me those hearts for what I wore today. Mwah, thank you, Stephen. So what I decided to do today, I decided to wear this all white dress, which I should have did. Thank you again. What I actually should have did was I should have took this and I wore it out to I should have recorded it, but I didn't have no storage on my phone. Thank you for the heart still. I should have recorded it and I didn't, but I went to a professional tennis match today. So I decided that I wanted to walk up in there and take the breath from them. I did that. Why? Because the booth that I was at, out to the tennis court in Delray Beach, Florida, which is where Obama came some years ago when he was in office, when we voted him in. And Obama came over there. Serena Venus and Serena played there. I don't know if y'all familiar with Coco Golf. I'm very familiar. Not so much with Coco Golf, but I know her dad. I know his grandmother, and I know his granddaddy. That side of the family really well. Coco Golf's granddaddy was actually my mom's god brother. So I thought I was going to run into Corey out there, but I didn't run into Corey. He wasn't there, but I did take some professional pictures. And then y'all told y'all that I like to play spades. So you know what? I didn't have any paper. So what I decided to do, I took that. Somebody's calling. So I decided, hold on. This the queen. Hold on for one moment. So I decided to take that paper. I decided to take the wrapper off the paper, and then I had the professional tennis player sign my deck of cards because I told y'all I walk with a deck of spades. But hold on a minute, I have a man that's calling. This is the queen. Sorry for keeping you on hold.
Hey sister, how you feeling? This is brother Roy. My message a few minutes
ago. Okay, brother Roy. How you doing, Roy? Thank you so much for telling me to ignore them and to get back to what we're supposed to be doing. How you doing today, Roy?
I'm doing all right. You know what I'm saying? No official complaints on record. I'm just here enjoying life, you know?
Right. And what is it about life that you're enjoying? Give me 1 second. Hey, Trevel, I see you flying in, but I'm on the phone right now with Roy, and he's about to let us know how his life is. So give me 1 second, Trevel. I just want to let you know that I see that you just landed. Go ahead, Roy.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, first and foremost, we start with the basic tenements of living. I'm alive. You know what I'm saying? I got some good goals I'm working on. Some things I've made a little bit of progress with.
Right.
I got some more things I'm looking forward to making progress.
Right. Okay. And you know what? So I want to ask you, can I ask you some of the things, like what some of the progress that you're working on?
Yeah, Kool-Aid. Sure. Fact, well, right now, I just got my first trailer truck company on the road.
Okay.
So I'm dealing with that. I'm looking to capitalize on that and hopefully see more future. Some up and coming economic interests for the future, which will take place in 2025 aside from the trailer truck company.
You know what? And you know what I want you to do, Roy? Thank you so much for calling in and letting us know like where you're at, and some things that you're trying to accomplish. The reason why I definitely appreciate you calling in and letting us know about those accomplishments, because this is a place where what we want to do is make sure that we support you in every way, even if it's you just coming in and just letting us know, giving us an update on where you're at. If you need a prayer, we want you to let us know that. Anything that, if we can do to take some of the ease off you, because I know the pressures of opening up a business, especially a trucking company, because I know you need your MC number, your DOT, you need to have a certain amount of insurance, and then the insurance can get sky high. I know because I've been there, done that. So I definitely understand how stressful it could be, but you just remember this. Like you said, the year 2025, if you go back and look at my short, I literally just posted a short showing that a lot of people probably went to bed, but a couple of days ago was the first full moon in 2025. And it's a lot of us that needed to go out there under that moon and tell them what we want, because we already manifested. Now it's time for us to get what the Lord promised us, because one thing about him, he the only one that got to keep his word, and he do. And so what I need you to do, I want you to go back to that short. I literally just posted it. And I want you to look at that short and up under that moon, because I'm sure you didn't see the moon, but I made sure I got out. It was 6:20 in the morning. I woke up out my sleep and I ran out that door because I said, Lord, please, I'm a Capricorn. I rolled through the earth. I need to get under this moon because I'm tired of hustling. I'm tired of bustling. I'm tired of breaking my back. I turned 50 years old in January, and it's time for us to get it in 2025. And can you please give me the strength to record this video, because any of my men that have not seen this video, I need them to send their request to you up under this first full moon of 2025, because this is a powerful year and you better know it. This is a powerful year and you better get it right. If you ain't get it right, that means you weren't trying. You got 10 more years to try it again. So I want you to go and look at that video, and under that video, you're going to see the full moon. And I want you to tell the Lord what you want. You hear me?
Absolutely.
Okay, then.
Absolutely.
All right, Roy. Anything else you wanted to talk to us about tonight?
Yeah. You know, there's so much to speak about.
That's right.
And it's time that we move on to some real meaningful dialogue.
Right.
Because, well, here's what I want to say right now. There's a lot going on with social attitudes, and always, but right now they're being more pronounced due to the recent election and what's going on with the new administration.
Okay.
We know that there's a lot of people being deported.
Yep.
At the same time, there are individuals who are now calling for the help, aid, and assistance
Correct.
of quote-unquote Black people.
Correct.
And, you know, I do listen to your audience. We must understand one thing. Every living human being who's ever stepped foot in this country since 1868 has been under the quote-unquote Black law.
Correct.
And that Black law is really the slang nickname that I'm giving it, but it was really called the 14th Article of Amendment, designed for African American and the descendants of slaves who were given birthright citizenship. We are the only group of people since 1868 who have never asked the United States to be citizens, but citizenship was forced on us because of the Civil War. And the radical Republicans who wanted to further hurt the southern states, they made them sign this new thing called the 14th Amendment that would make their former slaves citizens.
Correct.
They punished them that way, with them causing a big fight in the country, which left 700,000 people dead and property destroyed. Now, I say all that to say this. You know, we need to start reminding people of the value of the physical presence of the quote-unquote Black community.
Correct.
Because without us, and I want you to contemplate this, what would America look like after 24 hours if 40-some-odd million Black people decided to take up homes somewhere else in another country? The whole country would collapse.
I mean, it goes deeper than that. It goes deeper than that, Roy, and I didn't mean to cut you off, so I'm going to let you finish before I answer that, because you did ask a question, right? You said, what would it look like? So go ahead. I'm going to let you finish first, and then I'll answer your question.
Yes, indeed. The United States of America would never allow us to make a mass exodus like that.
Right.
They would close down every form of transportation in the nation before they let us walk out of here. Now, people are starting to look at us and see we need these African Americans because the people who we thought we had close proximity with are now running us down and treating us like runaway slaves. So, at some point, the Black community has to cease being the victim and of racism and having an emotional response to it by trying to explain our commonality with everyone else. And we need to start to develop our own form of racism to protect ourselves.
Right.
Now, that may sound like, oh, well, you shouldn't do that. You can't be. No, you know, self-preservation is a method of tool that must be implemented, as Brother Malcolm said, by any means necessary. See? So we have to survive, and we're going to survive. But the same way other groups tend to look at us and treat us, and listen, every group of people out here has a derogatory name that we can reference, whether you be Italian, Mexican, Jewish, any kind of Hispanic. Everyone has a derogatory cultural name that is not suited to make them feel comfortable.
True facts.
And we need to seek out these names and apply them when they are warranted and necessary.
True facts.
And because the days of, being non-violent, let's all get along, let's face it, them days are long gone and over.
True facts.
So as a defense for the community and those who are not sympathizers with us, they must now feel the lash of the power and force that we could bring. And when you have a system like that, because listen, this is what so-called white supremacy is all about. It's about, keeping their thing intact so they don't have to deal with genetic annihilation.
Correct.
So now we keep, being on the defensive. When someone comes into the chat, whether they're trolling or not, and a lot of times people, they try to offset you by distracting you.
That's right.
Because they don't want you to get to your message.
That's right.
Because they don't want to see the platform grow.
That's right.
See? So if they can keep it at a low frequency argument, it would deter the true message that people need to hear.
That's right.
And we're here to learn something.
That's
we're
right.
Here to have a great conversation. We're here to educate each other and, share our thoughts so we can build upon our self-esteem, build upon our pride.
Correct.
Build upon the things that we need to be self-sufficient. So it's time that our community starts to develop not an emotional reaction to defend ourselves, but we need to develop an offensive and not a defensive reaction to propel anyone who is against us. Now, we have our own problems, make no mistake about this. However, because we got internal problems in the Black community, that is not the green light for those outside of us to come in and just pick us off one by one based on divide and conquer. No, that won't be tolerated either. You see, people look at us today, we're on social media, we're fighting, we're kicking, we're cussing about gender wars and all this stuff, and they really think there's a weakness in the African American community.
Because there is.
What's going on.
It is a weakness.
Right, but it will not be one that they will exploit when they want to refer to us as the N-word.
Correct.
You see?
Correct.
That will, because listen, as Tupac Shakur said, in that song, To Live and Die in L.A., he said, we might fight amongst each other, but I promise you this, we'll burn this bitch down, you get a pick. See, and that's the real deal, Holyfield. But we don't want to get that far, where we got to unite under collective anger. No. While we may have our spits and spats like everyone else does, we must still hold a common front. And we must still let people know that even though I may not be feeling this sister,
correct,
she may not be feeling this brother, we are still bound to each other by history, culture, race, and heritage.
You're right, yeah.
If you think, even though I may be a passport, if you think I'm going to walk down the street and see you disrespecting the system because she and her man is arguing, that won't be the case either, because we will still jump on you.
Correct.
And this is the signal that he put out there. The last thing I want to say in closing is that tomorrow's Valentine's Day, right?
That's right.
Now, getting back to us, to all of the sisters across the country who think that a lot of these Black guys are broke, they got no money, they don't spend money, they don't approach us no more, da-da-da, da-da-da. When you want to check out what's going on with us on a positive note, go and just check out how much money was spent in the black community last year just for Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're talking about close to $28 billion in Black America
Right.
last year.
Okay.
That's enough money to take care of a couple of countries.
Hmm.
And we're just buying roses and chocolate.
Right there. Always. Cars.
Okay? Right. So the illusion, and it is an illusion.
And no bank account money.
Right. When people think, and even we think that our divide is bigger than what it really is.
Correct.
But some of that is really just an illusion. Everyone wants to express themselves, be heard, understood. And you know, human nature dictates that, listen, I want things my way.
Correct.
I like it that way.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's human nature. We all got some attitudes and whatnot. But I don't know what's going to happen. Things don't look good, not just with us, but with everybody.
Correct.
The Italians, the Hispanics, the Germans, the Caucasians. Everyone is having a bad social interaction when it comes to the relationship thing, right?
Correct.
And I guess it's that time. Now, the president of the United States, who is currently the incumbent, Donald J. Trump, I want to say this right quick. When they suspended Roe versus Wade,
right?
Okay, people think Donald Trump did that.
He ain't got it like that.
Well, he was in a position to make things happen. He cannot be ruled out. But the people that was really behind overturning Roe versus Wade, it technically was not that guy.
They don't get it.
One who was,
yeah, they didn't think, they don't get it. It wasn't him.
Right, but see, but what we need to know is who it was.
Right.
And the person who it was actually a white woman.
From the beginning, she didn't want that. From the beginning.
Well, it ain't just her by herself.
Of course not.
At this point, it looked like she was like a lone wolf, so to speak. But historically, since day one, it was always 85% of females who wanted to overthrow Roe versus. A lot of the men, guys really didn't care.
No.
It wasn't no big thing with us. But the females who was behind it was the females who came out of the Catholic community. Okay? So this one girl, she said, look, listen, I'm going to stop approaching Roe versus Wade from a religious perspective, and I'm going to deal with it politically.
Correct.
And she said, what I got to do is we got to get people in the Supreme Court. And we need a president who will put his signature on appointing these people to the Supreme Court. And once they're in, we can push our agenda across the board. So at that time, Donald Trump, what propelled his presidency really was his jealousy for President Barack Obama. So he finally won the election after Obama's second term. Now, Trump ain't thinking about no Roe versus Wade at all. He don't even know what to do. This is his first go round. He's just moving accordingly. So these people saying that he can be manipulated.
Correct.
The girl goes to Trump and says, why don't you help us appoint some people to the Supreme Court? And they told him what they wanted to do. He said, sure, I'll sign so-and-so. I'll put my presidential signature behind so-and-so going to the Supreme Court. They sent two white men, and the third one was a white woman. The white woman, he signed her off to go into the Supreme Court within the last 3 months of his presidency, at the first presidency. So once he left office, the people who had already manipulated him, they would just wait until he was gone long enough so that once they suspended Roe versus Wade, they wouldn't blame Trump. But Kamala and Biden, they campaigned and said, well, he got his people in there. And he did, because that was his signature that put him in the Supreme Court. But I'm saying that to say, why was they doing that?
Correct.
Because the 0% birth rate that's going on everywhere just about, but in particular the white community, because they're really concerned with, their people surviving. Like, we all need to survive. The white woman in America must produce at least 2 babies. Each white woman must produce 2 babies in order for them to regain their numbers and get things back on track how they want it to be on track. So Trump now realizing what's going on after the fact, he agrees with it now. So what he's doing by pushing out all these melanated people, it doesn't matter how light they are. See, the Caucasian, Anglo-Saxon, Indo-European, they know even if you're a light-skinned person and you look like you got close proximity to whiteness, you really in a part of their bloodline. So they're going to push you out too.
Correct.
So now the Hispanics, who used to be like, a passive group, because they made so many babies over the years, the Hispanics have now become his panic. So he's concerned with the increase of their numbers, and he doesn't want them here. He's moving some of the Africans, some of the Black Caribbeans out, but it's all about their numbers. Trump was the first person in American history to ever form a third political party called MAGA, outside of the Republican and Democrats. He ran on the ticket of Republican, but he's not really a Republican. But he used that for his politics. See? So what's going to happen in the Black community in terms of these genders? A lot of sisters have had a lot of abortions, over 20 million abortions in the Black community since 1973. That's a lot. So now, if we don't get together, we too are going to be extinct, or at least be on the road to taking that type of route. So I don't have a solution for it. I'm just speaking to an issue that's a national issue and an international one. Because worldwide there are gender wars, and worldwide there are 0% birth rates because of these gender wars. So now they're going to put back all the financial benefits.
Correct.
They say, okay, so now the women want to say they don't need a man anymore. They're strong and independent. Now, what they're doing in the white community, they're going to make it so, one, you can't have no more abortions, and two, they're going to start shutting down a lot of the institutions that they have allowed to flourish and allow people to benefit from. Just so it will bring the female back into the realm of the male authority. He starts to dictate again, because remember, I don't care how successful we become, it's still a man's world, where there would be something with or without a woman, as James Brown stated. But men, they have a lot of dominance globally, and it's been that way for centuries. Everyone knows it's no secret. You know what I'm saying to you? People are fighting to come up and find their own route, but as long as men got the missiles, bullets, bombs, guns, and they control the food chain, technically speaking, by all accounts, it's still their world. So now they are re-regulating and deregulating national policies to make you dependent. Let me tell you something, sister. It's a very dangerous thing for all of us, in particular so-called Black folk. When we become too dependent on a system, we get complacent with that system, lose focus of our mission, and then the system starts to exploit us. So dependency leads to exploitation. It always plays out this way. And when you're getting exploited, they classify you now as chattel property or chattel slaves. You see, by default, you got a job, you got a car, but you're still a corporate slave under these systems. So this is what's going on now politically with the current incumbent administration. They're trying to bring back their group, because for them it's self-preservation. They're not looking at this thing from a racial perspective. They're looking at it like, if we don't make a move now, in 50 years from now, the Congress is going to be half Black and half Hispanic. And we don't need the Senate speaking Spanish all day long, nor the House of Representatives throwing up Black power fists. So that's what's going on from that perspective. And I yield the floor back to you. Thank you for the time.
And you know what? I definitely appreciate you coming in, Roy. I appreciate you giving your honest opinion in your comments. And you could best believe, because 400 Circle Media, if you look down there in the chat, 400 Circle Media would even say, he told me to let you know that he like you, he deal with you. So he wanted me to mention that to you. And I said, okay, I told him I'll make sure I do that. So I definitely want to appreciate you, want to thank you for coming in and not feeling like you know, because I'm sure you, I don't know how you are, if you've been on other channels and stuff like that, and how free and comfortable you can feel, you know, when you expressing yourself, or even if you've ever been able to call one of the YouTube channels or anywhere and just express yourself the way you just did. Because you not only express yourself, you actually did some education, and you just spoke according to your views and your opinions of things, and we go on from there. And I appreciate it. And I also want to go back to, because I know you did ask me a question. You asked me, what would America look like without black?
Right.
I mean, the world will be smeared. The world will be not only would the world be smeared. I mean, they wouldn't have nothing working. I mean, because I mean, you got to look at 90% of the things that men, black men and women created. I mean, goddamn, when you even take it back to peanut butter, who you think created peanut butter? You get what I'm saying? So I wanted to sum that question up to tell you who created. I mean, when you go as deep as who created, I mean, not just stoplights. I mean, we can go so deep into what our black people have created until this conversation actually could be prolonged. Because if you know me, when I get to starting and I start feeling other things, I'll hold you on this call for another hour and then have you listening. And then when I get done, you will take a breath and say, damn, I don't know if I could drive them trailers in the morning. So I ain't gonna go that far. That's why I said, Lord, let me hear everything that he's saying. But I'm gonna do one thing for you, Lord. I'm only gonna answer one question for him tonight. And that question is, how would this world look without black? I mean, it'll be a very smeared, blurred world that wouldn't come up with anything, because black is a big difference from white. Black actually goes with everything. When you put white against a lot of things, sometimes it don't work out like that. Why? Because white would get dirty too easily. The only way you're gonna dirty up black is if you put white on it. But what people also need to understand is this: if we stop talking about black and white, we'll notice there's really only two colors that will go with just about anything you put on this map, and that's black or white. So if we can get past the colorism and get past what somebody's skin is, and they nationality is black and all of this right here, what we'll realize is the two main species on this earth is black and white. I mean, we really don't. I mean, it's not to say that foreigners don't exist, because foreigners are going to always exist. But what the relevancy is here is black and white. So when people think in America, when people think white is more than black and all of that stuff, you got to look at the bigger picture. You want to know how this world would look if black wasn't in it? See if you would have ever ate peanut butter. And you know what, Roy? Thank you so much. And we definitely appreciate you calling in, chiming in, giving your report. And I will look forward to you keeping up with us, Roy. I would like for you to definitely make sure that you become a part of our show, where you call in and let us know where you at with your trailers. Make sure you call in and put us back on check. When you see these trolling trollers, I mean, they wearing panties and all. When you see them coming on here with their panties on, and they should be wearing boxers, because this is for men only. I want you to chime back in like you just did. Thank you, Roy. And I look forward to talking to you again. And if you go back and look at the camera, that, and you know what, everybody, Roy, say, go ahead and give them a shout out, Roy. They could hear you.
Yes, my ladies and gentlemen inside the chat, I want to thank you all for allowing me on for a few minutes. And I think the first name was 400 or something like that.
400 Circle Media.
Yes, 400 Circle Media. Thank you very much, and I appreciate you all.
And we appreciate you too. And we want to make sure, Roy, we want to make sure you commit to us that you're going to keep us in contact. If you ever hit a stumbling block and you need to come to anybody, we want you to know, we want you to come back, and we need you. Matter of fact, Roy, I need you to come back and make sure you keep us abreast of this news. We need the news from you. We need the news on what's going on. And we also need you to come and tell us where you at, and making sure that your trailer company get off the ground the way it's supposed to. And when you need us to come and put our prayer in, all I want you to do is say, Queen, I need to put a prayer in. And guess what? You're going to have the floor praying for you, okay? And it's going to be all with love.
Well, sister, just so you know before I go, I did join your channel yesterday.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. I definitely appreciate you, for Roy. And I'm going to tell you this. I doubt you're going to regret it. And I think you're not going to regret it. I think you already know that, don't you? You already know you're not going to regret it, because what people may think was going on here, you see, is not what they think. And I wanted to tell you this too, Roy. I know you mentioned about our trollers that come in. I want you to notice the type of person that I am. When you get to a space where I'm at and the Lord builds you up, because one thing, the first thing is the Lord had to break you down. The Lord had to break you down. And the Lord broke me down. And the reason why he broke me down is because he knew this type of venue, this type of conversation, this was what I was missing out of my life. So when he broke me down, you better believe he broke me down and he made me strong enough to be able to follow him. So if you hear me talking to trolls, you better believe for me, I just incorporated them in my show. But they'll never be able to take me off the topic. The reason why they can't take me off the topic is because any man that land on my platform, I'm going to acknowledge you. And as long as you are a man and you come on my platform, I don't care if you just tell me hello, me and you going to have a topic about something. So every comment you see, that's my topic. So when you come in and you got something you got to say, I'm going to address you as my man. And I'm going to let you know that I read what you said. I might comment behind you. And guess what? That's a topic because that is what was on Roy's mind that night. Now, in order to break up the monotony, you might hear me talking to Boner to John. But don't let that word, don't let that phase you. At that time, I want you to take that as a bathroom break. How about that? When you hear me, when you see me eating their ass up with their bow ties and their toupees on, they fake toupees, I want you to say, you know what, bathroom break. See, I got this. I got this, Roy. I want you to say bathroom break. Would you do me that favor? Thank you. When you see me cutting up with them, and not only that, when you see me cutting up, I want you to say, oh, bathroom break. Because guess what? That might mean for me mentally, I might need a break from the chat too. And I might need something to send my mind somewhere else. So if I see another message coming in, when my men send me a message through the comment, I could be regrouped then. You get what I'm saying? My mind get to really pay attention to what my man said at that time. But sometimes you got to break up the monotony because you don't want to always be sad, do you? You want to be sad. You want to be able to laugh. You want to be able to look at a good looking woman. You want to be able to even listen to her talk. And I'm blessed to be able to sit in a position like this where men don't mind listening to me talk. This is a heavy seat to sit in, but guess what? It's real light for me. I was raised with all men. I could do it, huh? I was yes, I'm raised with all men. I don't got no sisters. I wasn't raised with my mom. So I appreciate you, Roy. And this time tonight, and I mean, you know, and listen, and you better believe this, and I'm gonna promise you this to the end of time. And I don't know who gonna disagree with me, but Roy, tonight you officially held up the chat. Now don't nobody go to sending me talking about, oh, why are we still talking to Roy? Roy held up the chat tonight. He not gonna admit it. He got long-winded, but Roy, he held up this chat tonight. I'm gonna see who in the comments gonna agree that Roy held up the chat. Any other time, Roy, they blame me. The night, Roy, admit, did you hold up the chat tonight or no, Roy? Roy, did you do it? See, Roy don't even want to admit it, but he did it. Roy held it up. Right. Yeah. See how y'all call me a chatterbox? I'm trying my men chatterbox. You know why my men are chatterbox? Because they found somebody that they could release their inner side of. They found somebody where they could talk to and say, you know what, this is how I feel today. She don't want me to take it back because if that's how I feel, maybe me getting this off my chest will help me be a better person. You understand? So what we doing right now, Roy, trust me, it's going to always get somebody's attention before the night over. So I don't care if it's only 3 people in the chat. Did not John say you only got 3 people watching? But guess what? What is John going to do when I got so many people watching until he going to become one of my bodyguards? That's what I'm telling you. You got to learn how to work with everybody when the Lord puts you in a powerful position like this, because who's the next man that's powerful on this earth other than a man? But they got to know how to be that man in order to be able to take us strong women and say, listen, woman, I want you to be strong. But in this house, when you with me, I need you to put your guards down. Men have lost it as well. And that's what y'all trying to do. Y'all trying to get y'all voice back because so many people have showed you how to throw it away. And I'm going to help you get it back. That's my job. I'm going to help you get it back. That's my job. You want a topic 400 circle media? You better tell Roy. I don't want to get started because y'all know I start preaching. And this was Roy's night. And I'm not going to preach because the only thing Roy said to me was, Queen, what would this world look like without black? Dirty. And we wouldn't have had nothing to do with it. It would have been a dirty, messy world. Just like the people be issing in the pool, they be issing on everybody else. You know why? Because at least black keep things calm. When it's freezing cold out there, 90% of this world, it's real winter seasons. The only time you really don't got a winter season is when you really come into places like Florida. Sometimes California even get cold. Point is, I don't stay warm with white on. I stay warm with black on. And you better know it. That's what the world will look like. Cold as hell and full of ice. That's what it'll look like. And what it'll look like, you probably will have all skinny people because we damn sure wouldn't have no food eating. Now, good night, Roy.
Good night, sir.
Good night, Roy. We wouldn't have nothing to eat if black wasn't here. Good night, Roy. Or everybody be skinny. Good night, Roy. Thank you so much, Roy. And don't you forget to call back again, okay?
I promise I will.
All right. And I'm going to send you my heart in the chat, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome, Roy. Good night. And here's my kiss. Mwah, 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 mwah. And I blew it at you just like that. And have a good night.
All right, you too.
Okay, bye. Yeah, thank you for the hearts. I definitely appreciate it. Anybody want to tell me who held up the chat tonight? Anybody want to tell me what that man named Shula? Anybody want to tell me what in the hell is going on up in here around these type of corners? Anybody want to tell me who held the chat up tonight? Anybody want to tell me that? Anybody want to tell me what in the God-picking hells did Roy decide that he wanted to do when he came in and took us so deep down into the water? He went to talk about Trump, then he switched up from Trump and went to talk about the children. And when he switched up from the children, he went to talk about rights for this. And when he switched up from talking about the rights, even Roy made me bring up who created peanut butter. I wasn't planning on going that deep down in the waters. I know how I feel to be that deep. I said, no, not denied. I say, Roy ain't gonna take me there tonight. No, he ain't. No, he won't. The only thing Roy was gonna do was get me to answer one question, and that was, what would this world look like without black? I'm gonna tell you what it would have looked like without black. What's on my dress? Oh, it's off. What the world would have looked like without my black. You notice how I had to put this black on top of this white. White get dirty easy. Did I answer your question, Roy? Did I answer your question, Roy? All I'm saying is Roy asked me. So I wanted to make sure I continue to answer Roy's question because some people would feel as though I didn't answer the question. See, Roy had other stuff that I could have tackled. And I said, no, I ain't going to do that because if I do that, me and Roy ain't going to never get off the phone. And Roy wanted to take over the chat tonight. Y'all, ain't nobody going to agree with me in that. If I go down in this chat, I got certain people would say I'm the cause of why the chat stuck. See that? Thank you so much, Stephen. All I did was follow my job. I listened. I did what I was supposed to do. I answered one question from Roy, and Roy kept going. Roy was like, come on, Queen, get out the shell. Come on, Queen, hold up the chat. Come on, Queen. I said, no, Roy, I ain't going to do it, Roy. I know, Roy, I ain't doing it tonight, Roy. He said, come on, Queen. I said, no, Roy. I said, I'm not going to do it tonight, Roy. Roy said, come on, Queen. I said, Roy, I'm not going to do it, Roy. I'm only going to answer one question for you, Roy. And he just don't know how I had to hold myself back from going into all of that. I said, no, Roy. I had to put a stop to it. I had to put a stop to it. I did. I had to put it. Anybody out there in my parking lot, did y'all look and see? I put a stop to it. Okay? I'm just being for real. I put a stop to it. I answered one question. Y'all, down. I want y'all to start taking notes. Yeah, I see you. I want y'all to start taking notes and notice that these men be getting more long-winded than me. Ask 400 circle media, have he done it? He gonna act like he gonna say I ain't never do it, and then I'm gonna pull the phone call. Ring a ling a ling a ling a ling a ling a ling. Ring a ling a ling a ling a ling a ling a ling. Ring a ling a ling. Hey Queen, this 400 circle media and you there, Queen? Yeah, I'm still here. Yeah, okay then. And then Queen, you still there, ain't you? I'm still here. It's 30 minutes later, but I'm still listening to you 400. And I am in the middle of a live. Well, you know what, Queen? I'm gonna let you get back to the live, but listen to this. And oh, now I say 400 circle media. It's like 20 minutes later on top of the first 20. Nah, Queen, it ain't that late. I said, well, can I get back to the chat? You know what, Queen? I appreciate you, and I want to say hello to the chat. And you know what else, Queen? And another 20 minutes later. I say this the sugaringest, duggingest, muggalongingest person I've ever heard of this. I'm on it, and y'all. At the end of the day, nobody's gonna hold them to it. 400 circle media holds up the chat every night. Roy just did it tonight too. Nobody ain't gonna say anything about that, but I'm gonna get back to the chat so I could get caught up, so I don't have to worry about. Because I know Travell came in, I know Scoatic came in, Scoatic came in. I know I remember because I believe speaking to you. Anyway, listen, I want to know, Travell, are you still down there in the chat, or did you flip flop and run? I don't know if Travell is still down there, but if you are Travell Stewart said you're single. I can't talk to Travell. You know what I would have wanted to know? I got to fix the settings on this because I really need to know what time everybody be flying in. I got to figure out why my time hasn't been showing up. Let me see. I can't understand that. I don't know why. I don't know why the time, because the time used to show up on here, and I don't know why it don't show up anymore. But I needed to know what time did Travell fly in. And when Travell flew in, Travell said, "You're single. I can't talk to married women how I want." Okay. I mean, Travell, how you doing? I mean, you forgot to speak to the Queen first, but I did recognize your message when you first came in. But I wanted you to actually speak first before you start, even with your statements. So we'll work that out next time you come. Hey, Chaotic. How you doing? He said, "Hi, Queen, watching America. Boom, boom. Thank you so much. I'm glad you was able to fly in. Haven't seen you in a minute, and I ain't heard nothing about that collab. I thought you said you wanted to do something with cooking. Been waiting for you." Anyway, going back to the chat, I do need to make sure that I did acknowledge 400 Circle Media coming in. Hey there, John. Thank you so much for coming in. I did acknowledge Roy. Thank you, Roy, for calling in and then taking over the whole show. But you know what? And we need to make sure that we give we need to make sure that we keep a good hand out there and a good prayer out there, because Roy, did y'all hear him? He opened up a trailer company. And I'm going to be honest, that's not the easy. I mean, it ain't the easiest job. And then the things that's required, and making sure you got your MC and the DOT number and your insurance, and then the tags and all that stuff. And man, you got to make sure inspections right. Then you got DOT be pulling you on the road for whatever reason they want to. It's a whole lot. So that means Roy got a lot on his plate, and he trying to get his company off the ground. And we want you to do it. I'll take I'll take like 5% of the year. That's all I need. I'll help you get on where you need to go. Roy, all I need is 5%, just 5%, Roy. I mean, that shouldn't be much, is it? I mean, what you want me to ask for, 4%? Come on, Roy, it's only 1% left. I mean, as long as Roy took over our call, the least Roy can do is come on now. Hey, Roy, can you give me 5% of the company? We definitely wish you the best of luck, Roy, and we're going to be right here with you on that journey, because you're going to have that company up and running, and you're going to be making money on top of money on top of money on top of money, because you already manifested, you already hustled through it, you already asked for it. Now it's time to go get it, just like that. 400 Circle Media say, "Queen, let me get him, noob." You didn't have to get him, but you did. You got somebody anyway, but you didn't get John. John always going to calm down. He going to, what did Trump do? Catch a tantrum, wear a suit, then turn the toothpaste to the other side. That's what John do. John know better. John says, so you've never been married? No, I ain't never been married, John. Thank you so much for noticing. Appreciate you. But I'll marry you, though. Stephen say, I love your outfit. I know you do, Stephen, and you know I already showed it to you. And thank you for all the kisses on the cheeks and the jaws. You gave me 3 of them on each face. 400 Circle Media say, I seen it. Yeah, oh, you seen it. I was on your channel. Yes, 400 Circle Media. I told you, I know when y'all respond, I know what you're responding to. I used to play that game like I don't be known, but I know what you're saying, so I'm going to remind you. You say you seen it. Yes, he's talking about that. I seen him on his live. 400 Circle Media say, Steven, me too. Let me see. Thank you so much, 400 Circle Media. He basically was telling Steven that he loved my outfit. Thank you. Boy, ain't nothing like knowing how to be a biker girl, learn how to be a girly girl, and learn how to eat the ass up on top of all of that. Anyways, yes, thank you so much for the horns. Thank you so much for the horns. Thank you so much for the horns. Whew. And then Steven also say, love your shoes. You know what, Steven? Thank you so much. But you know what I thought you would have said that you loved? What you see? And you know what? People can talk all the junk in the world. Oh, she ain't doing nothing that nobody can't do. Do it. Do it. I want to see them do it. Stand on your one leg through a song. One leg like a bird. Stand on one leg. Stretch it, move it for at least 7 or 8 minutes of a song. That's the stuff I do. It ain't a big deal. It ain't like I'm a ballerina or nothing, but my limbs are a lot longer, a lot heavier, a lot bigger. And I stand on one leg, and it's a form of my exercising for me. And then people will pick at you and all that type of stuff. Even me doing this right here, even just doing this, guess what? That takes work. That's endurance for a person as well, but they don't understand that. You know why? Because they be too judgmental. And the good thing about me, I don't give a damn. I want you to be judgmental. You know why? I'm going to say the right thing and get all the people that make sense. I don't care. I mean, I love the people that make sense, but I also love the people that don't get it. You know why? Because them be the narcissists that you try to break down. Them the ones you shoo away from you. But when you break their ass down and teach them how to act, teach them how to respect you. I don't give a damn what you do to other people. What you going to do when you come to me is what's more important. And you got to remember this too. Just because you made mistakes in your life, that don't mean you got to start humbling down to everybody. No, people still need to respect you no matter what your situation was. And that's what people are starting to do, you know, especially people that have had a past or had a record or something like that. You got some people that get off their past and they be angry and they can be violent and stuff like that. Then you got other people that's had a past, them ones right there, them other people that had a past. And what they passed, what they do is they come on the other side and they start getting too humble until people start taking advantage of them. And people don't believe that. They think the only ones that get out of jail and prison or have been through something in their life, everybody get out angry. No, you got some people that get out and you continue to push them in the shell. Why? Because you're still beating them up over the past. And they trying to change their life so much until they humbling down. And now you even getting those type of people to explode on the inside. But the first thing that you got to do is you got to learn how to control yourself from the inside. And once you learn how to control yourself from the inside, then you will know how to control people around you. You better believe it. Y'all might not understand what I'm saying, but you better listen. You'll figure it out. Thank you again, Chaotic. I definitely appreciate you flying in. Can't get it right. Flew in and gave me an apple, red, green, peach, grapes. He did tell me that one right there. Every time I say can't get it right. What is that one right there? I think he said it's a melon, watermelon, pear. Oh, I wish I had some of those cold fruits, especially with some watermelon. And then them hearts on the end too. And you know, I like that green, that lime green heart. I wish I could mix that lime green heart with like a tap of that red, that tap of that rose, like over in one of the corners of the heart. Put a little red over there, and then glaze it with that white diamond. I like that color. I like that look for tonight. I'll even throw that on with what I got on. I don't care what it is. I'll throw it on. I don't care if it's a hair clip. I'll even throw a hair clip on. And you be like, what the hell? That woman? Like when I told you how I put on these army socks. Thank you so much. I appreciate those hearts. But I put on those army socks. And when I put those army socks on, my daughter was like, what's that? I'm like, I said, you don't like this? She said, no. I said, oh, okay, cool. I kept walking. And then I get over to the tennis match, and then I get compliments. And I'm like, oh, thank you. I mean, because I don't want to be like everybody. I just do. I don't care about stuff like that. I will, but I want it damn well. Ready to help my neck over there too, especially down there. And you know what, Stephen, I meant to tell you, I know Stephen was on the phone last night. Thank you so much for the hearts. You know, I'm always going to appreciate them. And that always going to calm me down. And make sure, if you haven't hit the like button coming in, make sure you hit it going out, please. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. And if I haven't spoken to you out there in my parking lot, all my parking lot pimps, I do want to make sure that I speak to y'all and let y'all know I do acknowledge that you're somewhere watching me, and it is greatly, kindly, and most definitely appreciated. If you're any women and you out in my parking lot watching me, you're appreciated too, even though you weren't invited. But thank you anyway for coming, because you count as well. And you know what? Just knowing and telling y'all that y'all have some reason, some galls, just pulling up in my parking lot, acting like y'all at a movie theater. No, I'm not an actress. I'm just me. I have to make that clear every night because I want people to know I'm not a damn actress. Okay. I'm honestly giving y'all who I am. I can't help it. I can't change it. I can't even stop it no more. You know why? Because these damn men on here got me spoiled. Okay, they got me spoiled to where they see. If you notice one thing about my men, if I'm dancing and stuff, if y'all notice, they don't even care no more. They just like, okay, Queen, juking again. And then you got can't get it right somewhere floating around there, can't get it right. Say, man, I be trying to tell Queen not to do that. And then the Lord Jesus, I don't want Black to come in, because Black coming in, I don't know why Black have gotten this little habit. Lately, he has been calling me Anime. Who the hell is Anime? Is that Anime Bullard? He telling me to sit down, Anime. I said, this man is such a catastrophe. Anyways, thank y'all. Y'all know how I am. And I don't want to hear nothing about I'm behind on this chat, because y'all know good well I've been doing good. I've been picking y'all up at different times where y'all thought I wasn't gonna get to you. I was right there on you, and you can make a phone call to me, and you can this right here. And you know what? I might put a cap on my phone calls too. You know what I might decide to do? I might decide to change the game. Put some rules and some stipulations on this. I might only allow 2 phone calls per live. And whoever get the calls, they get them. And you better believe it. That's what I might do. I'm gonna have to think about all things. This, when I tell you this man sends so many hearts to me until I don't know how to act. Thank you so much for the like. I definitely appreciate everything y'all do. You better believe it. This is a good exercise. Y'all think I'm joking? See, that's what made me special. I see how long my arms are. That's why them girls mad at me, because they can't do this. Turn the TV off, turn the TV off, turn the TV off, turn the TV off. You know what? If y'all look back at our lives this week, boys, y'all would notice that I kind of switched things up this week on y'all. And I'm surprised can't 400 Circle Media didn't notice that. Where is Can't Get It Right? I see Can't Get It Right. It say 400. What's up? And you know what? Let me see. And I don't see nothing else from Can't Get It Right. Where is Can't Get It Right in the room? Anyway, 400 told me to tell Roy Queen, tell him to subscribe. We have good talk. He subscribed. He said he subscribed yesterday. Barry say, hey y'all. Barry said, what's up, Queen? What's up, Barry? Yes, I called y'all early, did not tonight, Barry. How you doing? Hi, Barry. This is a part of the panel that I wanted you to make sure that you meet. So the other day I didn't know that you were here, and I was talking about you up a storm. I hope I didn't say nothing too bad. Anyway, Barry, you definitely is our baby. We all decided that you're our baby boy, and we want you to make sure that you bring your little self right back over here. So any complaints, any questions, anything that you have, we want you to welcome yourself to the platform, and we want you to make sure that you get whatever off your chest, because you are one of our babies we don't want to see go the way some of us went. And you better know it. And you also know, if you look up in the chat, I have it pinned. Whenever you want to call, you can call. Just know that. So thank you again, Barry. Barry making sure, because Barry promised me, he said, Queen, he said, I'll be there at least a couple of times a week. And he definitely making sure he do that. And Barry, just because you here, I want you to ask the questions or make the statements. Don't just think to be here. Ask the questions, make the statements if it's anything you want to know. If not, enjoy my big chatterbox mouth. Anyway. And then 400 Circle Media say, oh, he did. Thank you so much. I definitely appreciate that heart. Thank you, Stephen. Stephen came in and gave me 1, 2, 3, 6 of those hearts. I really love that color. I would like that color glazed with some sort of lime green. Thank you. I do. I definitely like that color, Stephen. Travail say, I meant not. Okay, cool. I'll see you next time. Oh, I don't know why you're leaving, Terrell. But you know what? I definitely appreciate that. But I don't know why. You should be able to talk to me how you feel like talking to Travail. And honestly, I also like your name, Travail. Trevell. I like Travail. And I would like to know anyway, Travail, if you are still there, I want to know, like, what was it that you would have said? I want to know, what is it that you're saying that will be on your mind? That was interesting to me. And Stephen said, one of a kind. Yes, thank you so much. And Stephen also said, definitely a queen. Thank you so much, Stephen. I definitely appreciate you when you send the hearts. I definitely appreciate when you fly in every day. That's definitely appreciated. I see that heart. You know, I like when you send those hearts up. I definitely like when you send those hearts up. 400 Circle Media said, Queen, that Queen, that's knowledge. But I'm old. Good. I'm going to read. Telling you that man, they always have something to say. Then Hamilton came in and say, hello, Queen, good night. Hello, Hamilton, how are you tonight? Definitely glad that you flew in, decided to land, and then made sure you spoke and showed homage to the Queen. How was your night, and are you looking forward to the weekend? I'm asking Hamilton that. Who else has something to say? And I want to make sure that Can't Get It Right. If you weren't listening, I did speak, and I wanted to know how you doing. Thank you so much for my fruit. Can't Get It Right. It was definitely appreciated. Gotten said, what's up? What's up? Hey, Gotten. Let me see if Gotten spoke to me before just now. Let me see. I don't see where Gotten. Let me keep going because Gotten might have spoke. Huh, I got a problem. Yeah, I'm looking here. I don't see I don't see what I think I see. Yeah, I don't I something wrong. Hmm. No, I don't. I only see Gotten on here one time where he said, "What's up? What's up?" I don't know. I got a little confused. Y'all notice how dazed I got? I got so dazed just now because Gotten came on the scene and didn't say hello, TQ. That means tall queen. Gotten just came in and said, "What's up?" I'm like, who is Gotten talking to? I don't know what it is. Well, I think I didn't get so comfortable until, sometimes I got my men coming in. Sometimes I let certain people come in, they fly in, they forget to show homage to the queen. And that's what this is what this is for. This is what this is about. And we're gonna have to play that game just a little bit more quaint than that. This not quaint. So hello, God, and I'll be looking forward to you somewhere down in the chat. If you still here to say hello, Queen or TQ or something like that. You just came in and said, "What's up? What's up?" I'm like, God must be thought he was with Raylo them or what? I forgot those people name. But God isn't. God so sweet. God be about it. God and be on all the scenes. I mean, all of them. And Gotten, are you into tennis after you say hello, Queen? And you know what? 400 Circle Media say, "Love my queen, crown, shine." And then he said, "Bro, boy, nothing like 400 Circle Media." And he did admit that he was going to have to recap the show. He got it right here in the message. Just read. And you know what? Hamilton said, "Well, I just got home about 2 hours ago. I was in class, but the problem is transportation." Oh, gotcha. So Hamilton was telling us that he just came home from school a couple hours ago, and one of his problems is getting back and forth because he don't have a car. Hamilton said, "For that reason, I'm late." Oh, you know what, Hamilton? You first of all, that's one of the most beautiful reasons in the world because I appreciate you even explaining that. Hamilton said he catch the bus. And you know what, Hamilton, it's very important that you get up and you go to work. And I just honestly, if nobody ever tell you when they come to their channel, I definitely appreciate you not just telling me that. I definitely appreciate you flying in like this and saying, "You know what? Even though I'm just getting off of work, even though I had a long day, even though I have to battle catching those buses, I definitely appreciate you flying in, even flying in." And I'm not being funny. Thank you so much, Hamilton. Hamilton just was saying that he just got out of class, in the transportation because he catch the bus. And he was saying he late to the live because he catch the bus. And I'm just telling him I definitely appreciate him for that. And he said, "What do you catch the bus but fly?" Okay, I'm not sure about that part, but I guess I understand what you're saying. And thank you so much, Hamilton. I appreciate that. 400 Circle Media said, "Queen, love." That's right. I definitely thank you, 400 Circle Media. I definitely appreciate that from you, Hamilton. Oh, I said fly. Okay, I do apologize. I meant to say bus. He's saying that when I talked about the transportation, I said fly, and he said he catch the bus. 400, 400 circle, 400 circle meter said he came back. I ain't gonna worry about it because he gonna recap the show anyway. Anyway, let me see who else. And thank you again, Stephen. Stephen just let me know that I'm one of a kind, and I definitely appreciate you for that, Stephen. This, now I'm gonna tell y'all. Now he gonna make me go back to the old way I do the chat where I don't know. I know what he be saying, but I don't know. I don't tell them I know what they talking about. But in my head, I know what they responded to. So now he gonna tell me, listen to this. 400 Circle Media gonna tell me just now that he's back. The problem that I don't understand with 400 circle media is this. How is he going to tell me that he's back? See, normally when he play little simple games like that, no. Normally when he play little games like that, then he be trying to make like he ain't mean that. Listen, how he gonna act like he went and took a nap as if I got long-winded? But now hear this now. He was listening to Roy. Roy went on for 47 minutes and 52 seconds. And Circle Media, if you don't see nobody else commenting, Circle 400 Circle Media commented through every at least 4 minutes of that man conversation. And now all of a sudden he gonna tell me he took a nap. See, that's so dirty. And then he gonna say it was 40. See how he gonna see, that's what I'm saying. You see how he throwing shade, but he gonna tell me, he specifically said, Queen, let Roy know I mess with him. Right or wrong, 400 Circle Media told me that out of his own mouth. And then I had to even repeat it to the man. So now all of a sudden, oh no, Queen, he was talking for 46 minutes, but 400 Circle Media didn't take no nap then. Now all of a sudden, he telling me he back because he took a nap after Roy. But then he gonna remind me that Roy got long-winded. So he wait now. Then he gonna tell me the reason why he didn't fall asleep during Roy 46-minute rant is because he was talking some real talk. So I don't be talking nothing real. Steven, look at what 400 Circle Media said. Look, Steven, 400 Circle Media said he was talking some real talk. That's why he didn't take a nap. But when I started talking, he went and took a nap. Steven, am I interesting, Steven? Then he gonna tell me to come on now. See, look at him. Now he gonna tell me to. Now he gonna see. Now he gonna tell me to go. Now he gonna tell me to come on. He ain't take no nap before. And guess what Steven said? Thank you, Steven, and for them hearts. Steven said, very interesting. Thank you, Steven. Hamilton said, what do you do to lie to live? When you say what do I do to live, like what kind of work do I do? Are you asking me what kind of work do I do? 400 Circle Media said, Queen, love, crown, heart, another heart, another heart, another heart, another heart. You know what, 400 Circle Media, thank you so much for all those hearts. Because guess what? 400 Circle Media be coming in just in time. And he was coming in just in time because honestly, I was getting ready to answer Hamilton. And Aunt Hamilton asked me, what do I do for work? And as I went to looking, of course, I know you're going to recap that 400 Circle Media. He's saying that he's going to recap the live. Of course he is. But Hamilton is asking me, what do I do? Like, what do I do? He said, what do I do to live? But he's saying, are you saying to live? Like, what do I do on my live? Or what do I do as a job? I don't know. I think that my Hamilton might be asking me, what do I do in my life? Or what do I do in my life? Or what do I do as a job? So I do a bit of credit repair. And I share a portion of a trucking company with my brother. And I do my YouTube channel. It's okay. He can eat. It's okay. Let him ask me what to do as a job. He wanted me to say, Hamilton, chill. He said, how is that? Go ahead, tell him 400 Circle Media. I want to see how this will go. Because I answered him. And you know what, Hamilton, what do you do for a living, Hamilton? That's a fair question. And I'm looking, Hamilton. Barry says, sorry, my internet is not working that well tonight. It keep pausing. I'll be back in a minute. Try to fix it. Thank you so much, Barry. We definitely appreciate you for that. One Circle Meter said, look, little dude, chill. You don't have to get him 400 Circle Media. Right, Hamilton? Hamilton, tell him that you're innocent. Let him know. Hamilton saying, I'm only asking what she do for a living. So Hamilton, I would like to also ask you, what do you do for a living? Like what is your job? Because I want to know that. I would like to know what he do too, because you never know how he might be able to help. He might be able to help me. Right, Hamilton? Hamilton might be able to help me. You just don't know. Listen, I would like to know what Hamilton do. How about, hey, Steven? Would you like to know what Hamilton do as well? Queen 6'2". See there? You know what I don't like about you know what my problem is with my men? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. They always throwing their height on me. You see what I mean? Like for an example, 400 Circle Media. He already know he know for a fact. I know how tall Jug is. I know how tall Amazing and Lovecraft and Tribe is. I know how tall Black is. And he know for a fact I know how tall he is. He know I'm 6'2". Now, first of all, he didn't even have to bring up my height. He could have just said Queen. Right, and his little girl 5'10". He got to let me know he towering over me. You get what I'm saying? So the reason, like he said what he said to Hamilton, and then I was like, he okay. Then that's when he threw the height in there. Ain't no, see what I mean? I'm talking about these men gonna be say they be getting so protective and stuff like that to things that I don't think is a big deal. They be like, no, Queen, shut it down now. And I'm like, man, these men right here gonna be so territorial, and they not playing. And this is where I have to say, man, I want y'all to let me show y'all that I can handle y'all just in case y'all fall short. I want y'all to show me. But what my men trying to tell me is, Queen, we got some bigger fish we need to fry, and we need you to save your energy. And I definitely understand that. And just like 400 said, he a real man, just like that. Barry said, how are you again, Queen? I'm so good, Barry. I definitely appreciate you coming in and tuning in and doing what you're supposed to do. And you better notice, Barry, you okay, Barry? Barry. I don't know. Something just said to let Barry know that he okay. Barry, you're good. You just got to find a way out of your head. Because a lot of the times, Barry, it's in our head. When you're such a good person, you're gonna stay in your head because something in your head telling you to think differently. Why? Because you're a way stronger person than what they think you are. And the fact that they know you're a stronger person have you in your head thinking about things. That's only another side of you. When you powerful like that, Barry, and you're a blessed person, you better know it and you better understand it. It's not the people around you. It's only you. And it's only you because you scared to step out of who you are and become who your better self is. And you're young. And the Lord trying to show you he need to start at a younger age these days. And you 24 years old, and in your age category, you can set the trend for somebody. And I'm wondering, Barry, like, what do you do on social media? Of course, he's blessed. He said, Queen. 400 Circle Media said, Queen, the big word, the big heart. The word is he blessed. And that's what I'm trying to tell him. And what happened is when you blessed like that, when you're blessed, and people not going to get it unless you where I'm at. But when you're a blessed person and you know you blessed and you know you're a chosen one, what happens is, when nobody else could bring you down, because you already said it, the people around you really not strong enough for you. The bottom line is they're not on your level. And they treat you good, they think. But the fact that they can't see that you still are unhappy on the inside is where the problem coming in at, because I'm sure you look at each one of them and kind of can figure them out and they don't even know you're figuring them out. You probably sit around your friends and say, oh my goodness, he's so boring. I thought we should have been beyond this conversation. You might be having good, but just the reason why you're not still happy is because you're not amongst the people that's in a different type of category. You're a blessed person, you're a chosen person, and you just got to figure out where your actual niche is in life. You got to say what it is that you really want, and what it is that you really want, what it is that really make you happy, what it is that you could see yourself doing for the rest of your life, and then branching off of that one thing and into so many other entities of a business. You got to figure out what that thing right there is. What is something favorite that you do? Like you say, dang man, I dream big about doing this right here. You got to dream so big until you're beyond the skies, the clouds, and the stars. You got to hit past space in order to dream that big. And when you dream that the chosen ones dream just that big, you can see so many different things that people can't see. That's why you got people, for an example, that do real estate. I would say that flip houses. They could walk into a distorted house that's so beat up and abandoned, feces matter, everything all over the house, but they could see the potential in their house. That's when you know you got a different type of eye for something. So what is it that you do that's special? I want you to hone into yourself and say, what is it that you do that's special? And whatever that special thing is, I want you to hone in on that, get you a channel, and I want you to take off and but keep coming back here so we can help you move through the right channels to get where you need to go, because that's the platform that we're building. We're building for our people that's so special and strong and talented, and it's something that you can do. Either you need our help here, or you just like to listen, or you talking to somebody on another end that you can help. Whatever whatever it is, you got to figure it out within you, and then we can help you. Unless you decide one day you want to call the phone and me and you could talk, and maybe it's something I can figure out about you, or we can talk about it, and you never know. It might be something you really want to do. I don't know. It might be school. It might not be school. But let's get back to the chat. Hamilton said, I'm just studying for the moment, but I look for a computer hobble. Okay. I hope that is a computer in the job, a trabajo. That the computer trabajo. I mean, trabajo I thought was like a job or something, but you need a computer and trabajo. They did that what that man called me tonight. The other day, the one man called me a 320. I thought I was jumping to the 320, 320, 320. So some told me to ask my daughter. I said, Toy, what's a 320? She told me a O. I said, what now? I said, that man called me what? So when I looked at what Hamilton said a computer trouble. He said a trouble. I say, what now? I was like, my goodness. But anyway, let me keep on in this chat, y'all. If I don't hear the end of that one. So Barry say 400, what's up? What's up? Gave them hearts just like that. 400 made it clear again that, you know what, Barry, you just blessed. You so blessed until you don't even know how blessed you are. And you got to get in the room amongst blessed. And then you got to understand how far your blessings could go and who you can bless coming with you. But you need to get yourself under control and realize how you blessed. Until you realize how you blessed, guess what? You ain't going to get the picture. So you in the right place. Keep coming. But here it is. I can bring you to the door, but you got to drink the water on your own. My job was to open you up. Your job is to speak up, because now it's like as a mother, when you have your children and it's a real man and a real dad in the house, you let them take over, because there's nothing else I could do at this point. There's things that I could still do because I could get the message, deliver the message, break the message down. But you in the room with men, that's going to give you the answer. You know why? Because I'll never be able to be a man. I might understand things about a man, but you in the room with men. And this is where you need to be comfortable. And when you got a question, no question is too big, and no answer is too small. And you better believe it, and you better know it. Barry said, thank you, Queen. You're welcome, Barry. 400 Circle Meter said, Barry, I came home. I was supposed to be gone 12 years, but God blessed me to see my baby grow up and guide her. And he didn't even tell his own story, Barry. Hamilton said, well, Queen. Oh, man. Hamilton said, well, Queen, I have to go. I just wanted to say hello for a while and see how it's going. I have to sleep for tomorrow. See you later. Mwah. Thank you so much, Hamilton. I definitely appreciate you flying in. And I know you didn't mean no harm. You know what? But sometimes I get these pit bulls and they be wanting to bite. And I be having to say, no, don't bite them yet. 400 circle media. Save your energy, Boo Bear. You know I got this. This is what I'm trying to tell 400 and can't get it right. Them. I say, no, save your energy. You know why? I got this. Because when y'all think I'm joking, the real animals ain't come yet. These are, listen, these puppies peeing with their leg cocked up. I mean, when do you see a big dog walk out the door and cock their leg up? No, a big dog cock their leg up. A 400 circle, you hear that? I might dance just like this. Y'all always get me out of character. Y'all know I was reading and talking to Barry. Y'all know me and Barry and 400 was in a deep conversation. And then y'all go to sending me all them hearts, making me dance and stuff. Stop it. Y'all, these men gonna be, oh my goodness, men. This ain't, it ain't nobody but Steven down there. Steven say, oh, Queen, I just love your heart. And you know what, Steven? Thank you. I appreciate you, Steven. Thank you, Steven. And good night again, Hamilton, Madrid. We definitely appreciate you flying in and raising the roof because it's going to get better than that. So don't look at the number, oh, only 5 people watching. Don't look at stuff like that. You got to look at the overall in the end. We got a bunch of sneaky links that sneak in, even them the ones in the parking lot. But what I like about my parking lot pimps so far, they have not left no debris behind. There's no debris. They didn't leave no trash. They ain't leave nobody behind. The only thing they did was got up and then they hauled ass. But I know they seen me. So you know what? Thanks to everybody out there in my parking lot, all those old parking lot pimps, take care of it for me since you had to drive up at the movie theater without my permission, without asking, without coming in, and without speaking. It's okay. Because I got my other men that decided, you know what? I need to speak to the queen. I don't give a damn if I say something bad. At least she know I see her today. So any publicity is publicity. You better know it. Now we'll start kicking their asses out when we get where we need to go. You better know that. That's the only thing my men need to do is trust me. Because my men know. Because 400 circle media, honestly, he know when it's time to, hey, I don't care what she said. He already, and he going to try to get all forceful with me because it's only going to get worse than this. And he already know it. So don't get your boxes caught up nowhere yet. Thank you, 400. Anyway, oh my goodness. So Barry said, I'm trying to figure that out. It's difficult for me. I went to school, but after that, just took a job to pay the rent. But fact is, I'm unhappy with the place I'm at right now. Barry also said, my passion is in music and or graphic design. So let me ask you, Barry, but is there anything? Thank you so much, Stephen. Stephen said he trusts me. Thank you so much, 400 Circle Media. He said LOL, because one thing about it, 400 know I done figured him out too. I know his whole game. 400 Circle also said, yeah, that's our song, and you know it is. See, 400, I know you like the way I'm doing the chat now. Don't make me switch it up. And then 400 said, best thing I ever did, bro. And she was one when I came home, and she would never know that feeling of me not being there. That's what I'm talking about. And that's why I tell you, 400, if you know you don't want to lead that, who on this earth should be able to taunt you to where you can't ignore them? So if you're going to be taunted by what they said in the chat, that is triggering you. Thank you so much, Steve. And I appreciate those hearts. If you're going to let them taunt you in the chat, you might as well give up now, because what are you going to do as we start stepping up the ladder with more and more subscribers, with more and more haters, with more and more baiters? Because when I start with them phone calls, what you going to do then? Did you not hear the phone call with Roy tonight compared to the phone call with Buford last night? They call across the board with me. Did you not hear your own calls? So when they get a whiff of these particular things, what you going to do when the haters come in? You going to know what level it is that they need to be removed. You going to know the level. This level is me welcoming them to bring more. Duh. Anything. Anyways. And you know what, Barry? I don't know if you're able to call me, but if you're able to call me one day this weekend, just know that I do my live calls. Of course, I'm right, 400. It's going to get worse than this. What you going to do when we start traveling? I mean, duh. You should know I got this level. You might, hey, 400 Circle Media, have you ever seen the haves and have-nots before? Tell me yes or no. Have you ever seen haves, have, and have-nots with Tyler Perry? And I'm almost certain you've seen it. Okay. You remember Veronica? You remember Veronica? And guess what? How about this to real life? But this the queen. That's for real. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, ever. Thank you. But the difference is with this Veronica, I started over from scratch. So when I tell y'all, I thank y'all for y'all memberships, y'all better know. And I mean, I really thank y'all for y'all memberships. And I'm not being funny. Y'all memberships definitely is supporting me now. And I'm not being funny. Because I've been working so hard on this channel until honestly it's to a point where I'm going to have to start focusing. Like y'all think I be focusing. The only reason why I focus is because I don't sleep. However, guess what? I'm gonna have to do this full time because it's hard. It's a lot. 400 Circle Media say my story when I tell it, it's crazy, but I made it. You can't. One thing about me, 400 Circle Media, you're gonna learn. There's nothing I think you can tell me that's crazy, because whatever I guarantee you went through, I could tell you I went through whatever on the opposite side. But if you line the story up, you might see the good side of what went on with you, and then the bad side of what went on with you. But my good side might be good, But when I tell you what happened, you're gonna say, wait a minute, damn, for real? And you won't believe my story. So there's nothing you can probably tell me that's crazy. That's probably why I'm in a position where I could talk to y'all, because there's nothing like being able to talk to somebody that can be unbiased. Because I can have a husband and a wife sitting there. Got you. And he said that, and I'm wondering when you and KG gonna do that story, because I would love to do that story with KG, because I'll run that story so much. I will get to the bottom of that. When I tell you, I will get to the bottom of that story. And see, here's the thing: if you want to hear the full details or something like that, you got to know how to get to the bottom of the story. That's starting from back when. But if you know how to get to the bottom of the story, a story like that, you can get to it. But you got to know what to do to get around. You got to get to it to where it'll still be some healing coming back for even him. Because some people you think is already healed, and they may still have open wounds that's not healed yet. And I know that's a part of Can't Get It Right story, because Can't Get It Right is healed, but Can't Get It Right is not healed all the way. And I know that because I could feel that, because Can't Get It Right showed me that he'll still snap. Because when you at peace, snap and get out of the equation. Boy and Circle say, I just started back going live. Okay. And you know what? What I want to do too, 400 Circle Media, I want to give, honestly, I want to give myself a round of applause too, because I know you even being a part of my channel over here, coming and making sure that we getting things right and really getting set up for something that's bigger than you probably even understand it. But I definitely want to give myself a round of applause, because I know since I first met you, I could tell just in your text, you done came a quite a ways. You done came quite a ways, and you know why? Once you start seeing a real vision, or once you start getting a real feeling about something, the good part about it is this: you will know not to leave from it, because you know when you're on to something, and you can be a part of what that I'm on to. One thing about it, I've noticed that you have grown up. I can tell in the difference in the conversation, difference in the just all of it. You have came to a different space now, and guess what? And because I'm helping you in your own little way too, guess what you did? You starting to now focus on certain things on your channel that you needed to focus on, and you starting to understand what this scope really is about, and you starting to understand, man, it's a lot of work, because I go and watch Queen, and then I'm trying to do my thing over here, but you understand what the business is now. You understand, but listen, I got to clean myself up, because I'm noticing that I can see what's going on, and what I'm doing over here gonna definitely help me over there. Plus, it's gonna bring me this, and it's gonna get me. Oh, so you paid attention to that, even though you still got to see about the family. You still got to make sure your daughter don't have no kind of low self-esteem, because at being 5'10", that especially in these days, 5'10", these peers will bring you down, because if she ain't happy with her height, she gonna feel funny. She gonna be happy with her height around daddy, but daddy got to make sure she got that right confidence when she walk out there, so nobody else, because if daddy can't break her down, nobody else should be able to break her down. See, you get into stuff like that, and because you to a different space, because you see things in a different light, you know that you got to make sure that you hold still for her. That's a whole nother job. Then you got your son too that you got to hold still. Then you got your maiden and your spouse and stuff like that. You got yourself, but you still make your way over here. You still go and do your live. You still go do whatever else you got going on, and you do it with ease. You know why? Because you see what's going to be on the other side of it. And for that, I want to tell myself thank you too, because I knew I was supposed to get you to a space like that. I know she 5'10". You're gonna make sure I don't ever forget that. How I'm gonna forget she 5'10"? Did I say 5'11"? I know she 5'10" too. And you even put it in the comment earlier too. But the point of the matter is, I wanted to thank myself too, because for just talking to you, and that lets me know that you've been listening. It also lets me know that I'm doing something right, because even just me talking to you, it also let me know that I'm on the right path, because I'm getting through to you, and we don't talk about nothing but regular conversation. But now you notice I say, you on a topic 400 circle meter, and I show you now through the chat, we got topics going on through the conversation all night, and we got an open door to make phone calls. You see what happened with Rufus, I mean say Buford. You see what happened with Roy tonight. You see what happened to the white man a couple of weeks ago when he just dismangled me. You get what I'm saying? And we got a couple more phone calls. You see what's going on with that? Men calling and it's a variety. It ain't just calling on. That's right. It ain't just me saying, oh, we talk about mental health. Now we got to listen to 5 phone calls of mental health. No, we want to talk about what's on each person's mind. It's a topic with every person that speak. I don't even stick to topics. Just like I can't stick to matching clothes. I would never. If you ever catch me walking in the store buying an outfit, it's only because I ain't gonna be no more of this. But it's something in that outfit not gonna get worn. I don't wear out. I don't like to see people put an outfit together. I'm all mixed up, matched up, and because I'm all mixed up, matched up, because you see what I got on with army socks. The average person wouldn't pull that off. I did. I don't care what you're going to do. I like it. And because I like it, and because I'm that person, I'm giving you a variety to reach and grab at. That's topics all night long. What more fun and be serious can you be in? So I wanted to give myself a thank you, because now I'm really seeing that I am helping somebody. And I want you to know that you also helping me too, because you helping me be able to continue to be me. Continue to be me. And if you judge me, I could take judgment from my men, because men judge me differently. Women judge me on the level where they don't think I got feelings. Why? Because they don't say it in my face, but they don't know I know what you said. And they hurt your feelings and stuff like that. And I've been quiet, just like men been quiet. And people don't understand that. They don't understand how I can relate to men, because I know how men feel on the other side of me being a woman, because I've been feeling so isolated. I tell y'all this all the time. I felt isolated inside. 400 Circle Media said, Queen, gotta check out. You know I'm here. I'm going to support. Just like that, 400 Circle Media. And if you got to go, I'll tell you good night. And I'll see you next time, because I'm about to say good night too anyway. I know we got Stephen probably still in the building. And good night, 400 Circle Media. Thank you so much. Definitely appreciate you chiming in. Barry, I'm going to go back to Barry. Barry said, 400, God bless. I'm happy for you. You got to see your daughter grow up and stand by her side while she grew up. Thank you so much, Barry. I know 400 Circle Media read that, and I know you thought I wasn't going to come back to your message. I got you. Barry also said, I want to get a degree in graphic design and maybe start my own company. That would be a dream. Barry also said, my passion is in music, which we read that one earlier. And I'm going to tell you, Barry, if you still down there in my chat, look at it like this too. You say you want to go to school for graphic design. You say you want to do this. You say you want to do that. My problem with it is you're on YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, why are you not starting graphic design while you're on YouTube? If you're on YouTube right now, you got Canva, you got so many different editing softwares where you could start out as a rookie, start out just whatever freelancing you could do, whatever you got, start out just posting. And if you want me to help you with it, all I could tell you to do, I can't tell you to reach out to Jug, but if you go in the description, you will see my email address in that description. And send me an email, and maybe that's something that you and I can talk about off the air on a Zoom call or WhatsApp, because I know you should have access to WhatsApp. Maybe we can have a phone call amongst each other, and I'll tell you what you should do, as far as starting a channel. If you know you don't really got the money to do it, why would you be waiting to go to school? Do it on the free level. Right now, doing it through social media is free. That's where you're trying to build up at, through social media. It's enough things here that'll help you, but you want to build up in something. You want to start doing something that make you happy. Send me an email, or you're going to have to call me. If you call me during the live, you know that's a live phone call. But if you want to set up something with me, call me, or maybe we could do a Zoom, and that's something I can help you with. Why? Because that's going to explore your mind, and when it explore your mind, it's going to open up. It's going to open up where other people come in that going to start fitting the type of people that you're really trying to be with, because the local crowd might not be for you. 400 Circle Media said that he gonna recap. Look forward to the 400. The Real said, "Hey Queen, I'm landing in the airport." Hey The Real, how you doing? Thank you so much for flying in, giving me that yellow heart. Ooh, now you know what? It's something about that yellow heart, and it's something about that green heart. I like both of those colors, especially if you can find a way to. I don't care if you do a heart. I would take a heart like that with that green, and I would either take the yellow heart, The Real, and make the green heart. I might even put. Okay, I'm glad The Real said that he was good, but I might take that yellow heart with the green heart and make half of a green heart and put a small portion of that inside the yellow heart. But I only wanted to be a half a heart, just so you could give it that color. I like that. I think that's nice. I like that. And I'm surprised you came with that color, because that is such, I don't know, that's those are like my favorite colors. I love gold. That's a gold is my angel. No, my angel's favorite color. Green is my favorite color. I like that. Thank you, The Real. I appreciate that. And thank you for letting me know that you're good, The Real. And listen, maybe one day this weekend, you know what we're going to do? We're going to make sure we have that phone call so we could catch up. Is that a deal? I'm trying to give The Real a shake hand to tell him the next time we're going to schedule for that phone call sometime over this weekend. The Real say, oh, he said homemade chicken noodle soup with fresh celery and carrots with Costco with a Costco. This man is such a clown. Why you had to tell me? Why you couldn't just tell me rotisserie chicken? Why you had to tell me the Costco? I like stuff like that. I am such a silly person till even him saying that, it makes me giggle, because I could just imagine talking to The Real and just listening to him cooking stuff like that. I don't know. I get mesmerized into little things like that. The Real say that's a deal. Thank you. We're gonna do that over the weekend. He telling me that's a deal because I said we're gonna talk over the weekend. And listen, if we don't talk over the weekend, guess what? You're gonna owe me. If we don't talk over the weekend, this is the game I'm gonna have to play with The Real. If we don't talk over the weekend, you gonna owe me. That's my deal. I don't know what your deal is. I'm only telling you, if we don't talk over the weekend, you gonna owe me. And I'd be wanting my debts paid off, and I'm not being funny. And then The Real say, because he loved Costco. Like, oh my God, he dead serious too. Then The Real say, I've been on Costco for 10 plus years. Before Al, really, before Al Sharpton told folks to stop this, before Al Sharpton told black folks to shop. That's what I thought he said. This, I promise you, This man, I would be laughing so hard at this man. Honestly, it wouldn't be funny. It's like every time I look at the real say something, I honestly would be laughing at him. Because I bet you he's so funny. And I can tell he's funny because when I talked to him on the phone, he was funny. Telling me what he cooked and stuff like that. And he was into that cooking. And I said, yes, Lord. Ain't nothing like a man that can cook. I love it. Because I've been cooking so long until it's like I still love the passion of cooking. But I kind of want to sit back and watch somebody cook something that I like. And I like a variety of different things, you know, and then cook some of the things that you know I like for real. The real say all the single moms with money. Hey, the real, he gonna say all the single moms with money shop at Costco. See the things that men pay attention to. Now, how would he know that? No, you're not silly. You know just what you're doing. All the single moms with money. But you know what I like that you said? But wait a minute. Do you really think that's money or you don't think that'd be food stamps? Because you can shop at Costco with food stamps, the real. So do you really think the single moms? No, but do you really think the single moms are using cash or do you think they're using food stamps? You got to pay attention what kind of card they swiping now. It's the truth because I see when I go to Sam's and Costco, it be so many people in there, but I be forgetting they got food stamps. That's why you see a bunch of junk food a lot of the times. I mean, I ain't being funny, but I mean, some people go there and shop for real. But I'm gonna be honest with you, Sam's and Costco meat is too expensive for me. I'd rather go to Winn Dixie and get me 2 full packs for $4 cheaper. And it might have one chicken wing less than now what they have. And then the real say no. I see them when they pay, it's money or debit cards. Oh my goodness. Really? Whew. Oh my goodness, the real. You know, it's so much I could talk about with the real. I'm telling you, the real would be a comedy show within itself, especially if he start having to call me and tell me about them jobs. And when I be in the mood to listen, I'll be like this, what? And then I'll be stopping the conversation, and then I'll probably be laughing, then telling this man to start over again. And y'all will be like, man, I'm leaving. I'm like, go ahead on and go. I'm on the phone right now anyway. Because the real will have me all over the place with him. Barry says, sorry, I was gone for the last 15 minutes. My internet is not really working. Video keeps pausing, so I'm going to bed. I want to call you soon to have a good talk. I'll let you know. Good night, Queen. Mwah. Thank you so much, Barry. Good night. And hey, Barry, before you go, this might be the prominent time. The real, his channel. Make sure you go and check his channel out. The real, he doesn't have any kids. I don't think he told me. I think he told me he don't have children. But Barry is 24 years old and he going through it inside about like different things, but he got siblings. But you know what? I don't know what all you talk about over there, and I really need to find out. But maybe Barry can learn something from what you got going on at your channel. That's why I like to be nosy sometimes. So because Barry definitely can still use you. And Barry, when you come back, make sure you speak to the real and go check his channel out and see what it say, see what he have going on in his channel that would be of interest to you. And if his channel ain't right, I want you to come back and let me know. We have to get him where he need to be. The real say yes, it's a man's channel right there. So Barry, and if Barry got off before I got back to his message, I'll make sure that I remind Barry that he can go to the Reels channel and he could get some support over there as well. That's good. That's good. The real. Trust me. I know what I'm doing. And this is why I tell people, make sure you clean up your house. You got to make sure you clean up your house because, listen, you don't know when you're going to get inviters, when you're going to get invited over. And on top of getting invited over, you're not sure how you're going to get invited over. Because guess what? When people come in here, I need to be able to venture them out to my channels that can support them, because you can be supported on a panel like this, but we also need them to basically go to another channel to get the adequate therapy that they may need, so that they'll understand they may not be going through mental health. They just going through, they need to realize how to get through the tunnels of life. And those are some of the things that us experienced older people have gone through, the tunnels of life. So we are put in place right now so that we can help our younger generation coming up. We need to teach them now how to be smart. We need to teach them how to be smart on our level. Our level of generation was a little bit more methodical. And it's our level of generation right now where we need to start carrying these men. And don't get me wrong, I know women thinking that I don't want to be bothered with them and all of that right there. No, it's not true. What I need to do is I need to make sure I get secure with my men first. Because as long as I'm secure with my men first, I'll be able to handle them women. I mean, because if you can't handle a man, then how a woman gonna get over on me? How you gonna do me like that? Even though a woman is the most slickest species that walk the earth. I'm only being real. We are, right? Right, the real. They don't want to believe it, but we are. That's the I almost got in a whole nother conversation and y'all wasn't gonna like it. So what I'm gonna do, the real, I'll make sure that I remind um Barry. And if you notice the real, this is why I like to get to know all my men when they fly in, because I'll be able to send them where they need to go. Hey, the real, are you still here? Where you at, the real? Oh, thank you so much for the like. Because you know what, the real, even though you late, but I know you be having a reason to be late. I'll show you what I got on tonight. That's what I got on tonight. I ain't even, and then you know what? I should have showed you. I got to show you this part too. Wait a minute, where is it? I honestly, I got to show you. And I literally, that I know you heard that noise. I literally just took this side of the shoe off. You see what I got on? What did you just see that I had on just now? And don't say you was able to see up under my dress, because it's not true. I know you seen them thick thunder thighs. You didn't have a choice, but you're gonna see them regardless. So just overlook all of that. What else did you notice? What else did you see? Look. What did you notice? And I'm talking to the real. I don't know. The real. You don't see my army socks? Who would have wore army socks with this? And some black booties. Like I'm Cyndi Lauper or one of them. Or what's the lady name? Not Cyndi Lauper. No, I said, what's her name? The other white lady that she was attached to Dennis Rodman. Madonna. Did you not? And that right there, that's my birthmark. And I'm dressed like I could. And you know what? Thank you so much, Terrell. I know you laughing because you ain't paid attention to them army socks. And you know what? Only a queen like this can pull something like that off because you like, okay, that look nice together. But the average person would not have worn nothing like that. I did. And you didn't even notice how you didn't notice because you know why you didn't notice? You didn't notice because you was too busy looking at my legs. That's why you did. That's why you did not notice. What in the world going on here? This man didn't notice the socks out of all stuff. I'm trying to show him the socks. And he talking about what? The boots? No, not the boots. The socks. You know what? You know what, the real. Thank you so much for making sure that you tune in and give me a few minutes of your time. I definitely appreciate you for that. And I want you to just hang on in there, the real, because just like I'm manifesting, or we've already manifested, we're going to get the way we need to get. And thank you so much for the support. And if my way of supporting back, because I'm not going to intrude on a channel for men until you're inviting me there, because it gonna come a time when you're going to invite me there. And guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make sure that I'm there for you, and we okay. But thank you for always coming over supporting me. And people need to know that being a single father isn't easy. And they're gonna ask me, how do I know being a single father ain't easy? I'm gonna say because my daddy was a single father. And he was a single father not today, but he was a single father back then. And back then, a man didn't raise his kids without a woman. So that's how I know. Thank you so much, Daryl. Thank you, 400 Circle Media. Thank you, Barry. I'll make sure I remind Barry that he need to go over to the Real's home and get him some support. Thank you so much, Stephen. Stephen, I wonder if you're still in the building. Who else? Thank you. I already said thank you, Barry. I do need to tell Michael. I need to tell, um, what is his name? Johnny Boy. I need to tell them hello and thank you too. See how we faded them out real quick. They didn't even last because you know why? When the energy get too good, they don't know how to stay in goodness. Thank you, Travell. I don't know what you were referring to, Travell, but I'm not. I'm maybe married, but I'm separated for a couple of years now. Just being real. Thank you so much. Who else? 400 Circle Media. Thank you. Can't get it right. Thank you, Gotten. Even Vic that came in being very rude. Thank you. Who else do we have? I think that's pretty much it. I see Michael. We see all those knuckles heads. And thank you so much, Jug. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. The real says, sorry, Creed. All I saw was your beautiful figure, and my mind went blank. Temper. You better play this back. Stop it. You better play this back. And you need to listen to the last part because I was making sure that I was giving you the adequate shout out. So you need to make sure. And I'm gonna tell you again, when you were sitting there being mesmerized by my legs and my tattoo and not paying attention that I had on army socks and I got on this type of outfit and stuff like that. So I just wanted to say thank you so much for always coming over to my channel and making sure that you support. It is gladly and greatly appreciated. I definitely appreciate you. And I was saying too that I would never come over to your channel and intrude, but whenever you're ready for me to come over, because you coming, you better believe it, because you know I'm gonna be a hot topic around YouTube, and you're gonna be glad to when you ever decide to invite me over. I'm gonna make sure that I definitely return the favor, and I'm going to make a promise within them. I'll always be available to do an interview for you because I appreciate that you always come over and support me. And I want you to know that. You better believe, oh, you listen, I'm going to help your channel get there. And you know what I would like for you to do also, Real? I want you to do me a favor because I did ask So Gotten was supposed to be doing this, but I want you to do me a favor, to real, and I'm not being funny. I want you, even if you wanted to call me, oh, we good. We don't have to talk tonight. We'll talk another night if you want to. Anyway, I want you, because I know you know a lot about this YouTube. I want you to find me a channel that's a female channel. I'm gonna start with a female for now. I want you to see if you could think in your thinking box and that nice little sexy, sassy meniling of a head you have. I want you to go into your meniling head and see if there's another female channel out there that I can listen to. Because I'm trying to find what it is. What is there a channel that would make me sit down with, that would make me say, oh, okay, she's someone I would like to really, really, really sit down with, because I like with her head at a little bit, but I want to go deeper into there and see what's really going on. Is this a show or are we talking? I want you, you know how I could get sometimes. I ain't being funny, but you know what? The real, do you understand what I'm saying? I want you to find me a channel that, like, think about the type of person, the type of conversations I could go in. I want you to find me a channel to see if there's a female out there that can really sit down and we can have a real interesting conversation. You think you know any channels like that other than myself? The real? Because I definitely want to know. And if the real left me now, I'm going to have to repeat this whole thing over again. I guess the real left me too. They always leaving me. He didn't leave me. He said, I'm not going to leave you. Reva TV, Pink Book Lessons, Grown Folk Talk, Danica Marie, just to name a few female YouTubes. Okay, I don't know them, but I kind of remember the name of one of them, Danica Marie. The reason why she wouldn't be on my level, and I have nothing against her, anything like that, but I think I went and looked at a video because someone else told me about her maybe about 5 or 6 months ago, about 5 months ago. And when I went over and looked at her channel, I was very disappointed. I don't know if she's the right one, but I will take a looky look. She bashed black women so bad till some people gonna have their own opinion if that's what they want to have, but they're gonna have to sit in that truth or reality. If it's about YouTube numbers, views, money, and stuff like that, then they got to sit in that. But if she really feel like that, she wouldn't be a person for me. If I could watch her and I could see she only doing it for the commentary, because what I'm doing it because it's the natural side of me. It is who I am. And if people, any of them ever find me, they'll tell you this is how I am. And it's not, see me, if you notice my channel, when I do my late night with my men, you notice there's no content. The only content it is me. But I don't have to go and run a news story to keep you entertained. I don't have to bash women to keep you entertained. Matter of fact, I haven't even bashed men to keep nobody entertained. So you notice I haven't done any bashing. And I think she bashes women bad. And I believe she's married. The real say Grown Folk Talk is a good, cool black woman that covers men issues. Okay, I'll look at her. You know I'm not joking. Quite interesting. And that's what I wanted. That's what I want you to do. Do you know? Okay, grown folk. That's what it's called. Grown folk. Okay, grown folk talk. Okay. And who is Reva? Oh, Reva TV. I'll try Reva TV. TV. Okay. And that's what I was saying right there. And if you know any of them and you think there's something that I'll do with them, maybe having an interesting conversation, reach out and let me know. I'll definitely be interested in having a sit down. I like what you said about that one. Covering grown men issues. Okay. So you know what, the real, you did give me something enlightening and something to go and take a piece of picky at. I'm gonna go and take a look at that real quick. And I also wanted to tell you again, thank you so much for always supporting. And I know you got our babies that you got there, and you got to make sure that they were taken care of. Then you got to go to work, even though you don't be working at work. But we'll talk about that another day. We don't got to do it today. I can bet you that much. But and I said it, but I don't know it's true. It was true. What I said, it was true. Anyway, so and I know you got to get your rest too. But I do want to tell you, thank you for always making time to tune in. And one day, I promise you, it was gonna be worth it. You better know it. So thank you so much, The Real. Thank you, anybody out there in my parking lot. If you was out there watching, I worked. And guess what? It's gonna get even better than that when you ain't got to work there no more, because you're gonna blow your channel up. How about that? Good night, The Real. Good night, everybody that flew in. Good night, all my parking lot pimps. Good night, all my parking lot pimpettes. Good night to all. Thank you so much. This is the girl, Queen Dee Dee. And it's Queen time. And The Real said, indeed. And good night. Good night. Good night. And if you're still out there watching me, the least you could do is make sure I got a like or something. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I definitely appreciate you. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna sit here and I'm probably gonna read my chat. And I'm gonna see, because I don't know. Normally I would go ahead and just log off, but I'm not gonna log off. Because you never know. Somebody might still see me live and might need to talk to me.